Hey, Fran fam, welcome to Life and Style with Francyne. I am your host, Francyne Walker, and I have some very handsome, enterprising gentlemen with me today. I have Navarr Grevious, Mikáel Pyles, and Aaron Carter. They're the founders of QuikLiq. Now, what is QuikLiq? Interesting. Funny you should ask because we're going to find out exactly what that is. And so please join me in welcoming these gentlemen to the show. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Francyne, how you doing?
Good, good. Thank you for being here. And I have to shout out, no pun intended, Aaron wearing his jacket. Happy Founders Day, Omega Sci-Fi Man.
Thank you very much.
Now, you're welcome.
Bro.
Yeah. I said, how coincidental that we are, having this conversation on Founders Day. Talk a little bit about what QuikLiq is. It sounds like a DoorDash situation, but give us an idea of what that is. Anybody want to jump in first? And then we got. Go ahead, Mikael.
Absolutely. So, QuikLiq is the premier alcohol delivery service and marketplace for all things wine, beer, and spirits. You mentioned DoorDash. We are similar to DoorDash, and then in the way that we make it very easy for customers to access their favorite selections of spirits, wine, beer, right on the click of their phone, or by going on our website, or by calling one of our customer service reps.
Wow.
Absolutely. So sorry, we got cut off a little bit. So what we essentially do, Francyne, is we just make the world of adult beverages more accessible and convenient for our customers.
So you just said something, Mikael, and I love the way you spell your name.
Thank you.
I had to literally Google to find that A.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Let me find his bio somewhere so I can get that A in there and not, like mess it up and put an accent. It's like, no, that's his name. So I was able to find it and cut and paste it in everything that I had, so it would play out, so it would spell out the way it should be.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. You mentioned that you have customer service reps. So this is a serious, well laid out operation, it sounds like. So
absolutely.
Is this just for, now you guys are based where?
So we are based in Miami Beach, Florida. That's where we're currently headquartered, but we have been expanding. So we're opening up locations in West Florida, St. Pete, Clearwater area, as well as coming to Atlanta, Georgia, really, really soon in the next few months.
Oh, hot Atlanta is about ready for you guys. So how did this concept come to be? Now I understand this is the first Black alcohol delivery service in the country. So you guys are blazing trails right here doing this. How did you guys come up with this idea, essentially?
Yeah. So in 2011, Mikael and myself had just graduated from Clark-Atlanta University, and we was actually, at a frat party, and the party was going well, and then we ran out of liquor. There was a shortage of liquor, and at that time, we thought to ourselves, what if we had a phone number we can call, or even a website that we can go to have alcohol delivered to us? And that time, it went off like a light bulb. In 2011, I got my master's in accounting. Mikael got his degree in supply chain. But obviously, there's a lot of red tape in 2011 with liquor, e-commerce space. And it wasn't until 2018 when we met Aaron, who had 7 years of experience with liquor at Brown-Forman. And when it became legal for us to actually do alcohol delivery in 2018, that we really hit the ground running and started to make the strides that we're making now.
My girl, Aaron, when I was telling you about Dr. Griffin, my girl, his wife is on the line. She says, keep us in mind. We're hot in the D2. So, when you guys are expanding, think about Detroit, because I mean, we can throw it back too, I guess.
Well, we look
you
to
know,
expand nationwide, and obviously our goal is to be global at one point. But one
absolutely,
thing about Detroit, obviously being a Black-owned company, we are looking at those Black cities. Uh,
absolutely.
Obviously, big shout out to Detroit. They went blue, and Michigan went blue.
Yay!
Over here as well.
Yes, yes. Can we breathe a sigh of relief? As far as what's going on in this world right now, and to see you all, first of all, this is such, you guys started in 2018, correct?
That's when we launched.
That's when you launched. So here we are, 2020 in a pandemic, and my God, we can all use some spirits, some wine, some beer, you know what I mean, some mixers,
Right.
just to cope. So has business picked up since the pandemic?
Yes, business has picked up tremendously. We are trending since the pandemic has started. And it's funny you said that we all need some spirits, right? Because that's what Mikael loves to say, is that we're uplifting and lifting everyone's spirits throughout this pandemic. This was something that we couldn't have foreseen across the nation and across the world with COVID-19. And it's funny that you should say that. I mean, before the pandemic hit, we have always been bootstrapping and starting off from the ground level, and even our tech efforts, as well as getting out to the market. Predominantly it has a lack of tech presence in the alcohol industry. You have a lot of baby boomers that own liquor stores or small mom and pop stores that just don't have that Instagram, social media, and website to, connect with their consumers. And right when the pandemic hit, we knew that we needed to go out, and we didn't really shift too much, but we started to focus in on those smaller, we call them B and C level accounts. And we went into those accounts and offered them a platform for them to engage with the consumers, let their consumers engage with them. They're able to feature their products on a weekly or monthly basis on our platforms. And that just allowed us to fulfill a void in an industry that has to improve their tech presence.
Yeah. My girl says, Michelle, hey, Michelle, she says innovation and increase during pandemic. One of the things, you guys are fairly young, and I mean that in the way where you are tech savvy, and so you know how to the ins and outs of social media, the importance of connecting, a new way of connecting with your customer base by way of social media, by way of technology. And so it was easy. It wasn't so necessary for you to pivot other than to just keep doing what you're doing and amp it up. Is that correct?
No,
right.
When I say as far as in the pandemic, you wanted to connect with those, like the ones that are doing it the old way. You know what I mean?
We obviously are targeting a younger generation, the 21-year-olds that are just coming into the drinking culture and
Sure.
I think he has some technical difficulties.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go ahead and expound on that.
Yeah,
so I think he was getting to the point that.
Yep.
Okay, AC.
I'm sorry.
We can't have the AC go out.
We were still cognizant of the more profound drinkers, the ones that have a little more mature palate. So we did keep our phone lines, as Mikael mentioned earlier. So unlike our competitors, we did keep a traditional customer service representative in place so that we could field calls for our consumers that may not have an iPhone or a tech device or a mobile device that could download our app or our website or visit our website. So they can always call us in and we'll fill that order for them at any time.
Now, you all have full-time jobs outside of the company?
So QuikLiq is that is our full-time job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we all have different things because we're very enterprising. We understand that in order to build generational wealth, which is one of the things that the three of us aligned on, is really changing the trajectory for our families and for our legacy by establishing true wealth and true entrepreneurship opportunities for our family. So we do have other things that we do on the side, but QuikLiq is the keystone of our professional endeavors right now, for sure.
Say that again, Mikael.
That's right.
That's
Generational
music.
wealth.
That is music. So Navarr, I have to. We were talking in the green room, and I saw where Mama Tina. I love to call her Mama Tina, but Miss Beyonce's mama. Before Beyonce, there was Mama Tina. Gave you guys a shout out on her social media, and I asked, "How are you related?" I know you guys are, she said your cousin, correct? You're her cousin.
Yes.
And so you are related, what, second cousin?
Yeah, she's my second cousin.
Okay.
And it's great that everybody knows that I'm telling the truth now, because before I used to tell my friends and family, nobody believed me. They're like, oh yeah, I believe you, I believe you.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's my second cousin, and actually, like, it's funny because the relationship started off with me selling her merchandise at her
very own.
Yeah, so at every show, I was selling her merchandise from middle school all the way up into college, and I went to every concert. And then, the hard work finally paid off, where she gave us a shout out, and the recognition and acknowledgement, for QuikLiq.
Now, has that experience helped you being, was that part of your drive, being one of the founders of QuikLiq? Have you been able to translate that into the success of the business now, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, being the founder related to Beyonce and just everything in general. I'm sorry, what was your question again?
Well, so much your experience working for Beyonce. We know she has a tremendous, bar none, work ethic.
Yeah.
And so you worked with her from middle school up to college. So that's a pretty long time. And that is probably an experience that no one can really, not a whole lot of people can brag about, and not to put the focus on her, because this is, we're focusing on QuikLiq, but I'm trying to bridge your experience there. Has that translated to the success of QuikLiq? You know what I mean? As far as your work ethic.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, like I said, I worked with Beyonce and at their shows since middle school, seeing her work ethic and what she put in, from start to finish. And just more importantly, like I said, the idea of QuikLiq started in 2011. I thought when I graduated from college with my master's in accounting, when, the relationship that I had with Tina and Beyonce, when I presented them with QuikLiq, that it would just be easy. Oh yeah, they'll pick it up and start running with QuikLiq. It didn't happen like that. I had to continuously follow up with Tina, send messages, let her know the progress and where we're going, until finally, in 2020, she gave us a shout out. And it's, like I said, it was a huge accomplishment and just a testament to the hard work, and the dedication that we put into QuikLiq to get it to that level, for her to give us that acknowledgement.
What did that shout out do for the brand of QuikLiq? How did you see any difference once she gave that shout out?
Most definitely. We did see a boost and a bolster in our Facebook and IG following, interaction. But what it also did is we always want to be accepted by our family and friends. And
absolutely,
a simple shout out costs us nothing. I love to highlight entrepreneurs that went to Clark Atlanta and also Black entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So that just inspired us internally more than externally. Obviously, we all knew that Navarr's cousin with Beyonce and Miss Tina internally.
Yeah.
But, externally for her to acknowledge that she's seen our grind, she's seen our efforts, she's seen Navarr's diligence and saying, hey, we want to keep you up to date, because again, we are a startup and we're bootstrapping and, we're looking for funds to help us grow and launch in these different cities. So we're looking from the back end of our community. We know what brands and the Black community can do to brands. One of our good friends, Pinky Cole from Slutty Vegan, she has made a brand, and she's doing really well with her brand. She's a Clark Atlanta alumni, a member of Delta Sigma Theta. So shout out to Pinky. I don't want to be remiss without giving her a call out. She's one of our inspirations as well, being one of our classmates.
And if you know her, I want her on the show.
We can make that happen.
This is how we do this.
That's right.
So, you guys, what I love though about the story is, yes, you did have that inroad, but you didn't let that deter you when they say, oh, okay, you kept going. And how do you guys feed off of each other? Because you have to, of course, subject decisions all one to another. So how does that work?
Well, I would say that it's very natural for us to feed off of each other's energy, and we truly adhere to the concept of iron sharpens iron, right? We hold each other accountable. We're on the phone with each other every day. Actually, even earlier today, to give you a peek behind the curtain, we had a very, very intense conversation. The great thing about the three of us is, we pride ourselves on being extremely ambitious, hardworking, and we're alpha males at the end of the day as well. We come from HBCU, fraternity, Greek life, Divine Nine. We actually pledge. So, for us, the brotherhood, the bond of what we're doing here is so natural to us in general. And then seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing the success on the horizon, I think it just fuels our passion to work harder and stronger together as well.
Yeah. You mentioned
piggyback on that too.
Go ahead,
great answer, Mikael. I think also being a pioneer of a space. Again, this is an industry that the first bottle went out for delivery from one of our top competitors in 2014. We are on the cusp of a new industry. There are new laws being made in each state. Our communities are voting on these laws. They see a need for this. And another thing is social responsibility is a big part of our reason for creating this company. As Navarr said, we preach responsibility. We encourage our new generation of drinkers, our 21-year-olds and up, to please drink responsibly. We want you to enjoy your cocktail beverages and your favorite brands. But don't get in the car and drive to a store if you've already been drinking or a little bit inebriated. We want to be that change in the world to start eliminating some of these drunk driving situations.
And who wants to leave a party with your bud to go get more?
That's right.
Nobody wants to do that.
It's like, okay, who's the beer guy? Who's going to get it? Because you don't want to miss anything. You know what I mean? Thinking about it, but it's like, yes, you don't have to leave. You don't contribute to, what can happen out on the road. So that one of the things that you thought about when you guys were formulating QuikLiq, that social responsibility?
Absolutely. Early on in the inception of the company, Navarr and I were talking about how the landscape of consumerism was changing. Yeah. And we wanted to make sure we were always on the forefront of that. So QuikLiq really does operate at the intersection, the nexus of e-commerce, delivery, the alcohol industry. We're all about convenience, modernization, and innovation.
Yeah. Now, do you see like an increase during holidays? For example, Super Bowl, New Year's Eve. Do you see that spike in delivery?
Oh yeah, Navarr, you want to take that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we see the spikes during the holidays increase on our sales for 1,000% across the board. And I mean, it's amazing. Like I said, we went from, a company that wasn't having any sales to going to having sales every day to, having, $5,000 in sales a day. So it's an amazing journey. But definitely during the holidays, and we see the peaks in sales.
Give us entree into that Black man joy you all have. What does that feel like to know you've started something from scratch and to see it grow and manifest? What does that feel like? Who wants to go first?
Well, I will go first. I would say for me, I started off in corporate America as Deloitte as an auditor, and then finance and accounting and sales. And just, the amount of work that I had to put in just to be accepted and just amongst my peers to be at the same playing field. It was, a lot of work. It was relentless work that I had to keep on putting in. And now to get to a point where, I took a step out and leap out on faith and bet on myself. And these same peers that I had to put in 10 times the work are now rewarding me and seeing what I'm doing. It's a nothing more rewarding feeling because it just pushed me to keep on going and doing more because I know that I'm doing something right to be accepted by some people that wasn't accepting me before.
My God, yes.
That's right. I would just add, I would add to that. It's hard to articulate the pride, right? And the feeling of achievement that you feel. And me and Navarr's fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, we say that we like to achieve in every field of human endeavor. And that's a huge undertaking. When we're younger, we all have dreams and goals and, these lofty visions and ambitions of grandeur. But to really be on a path to achieving those said lofty goals is almost unfathomable because there's no roadmap, Francyne. None of us on this call right now came from a silver spoon. None of us had anything given to us. Everything we've done, even in starting QuikLiq, we've had to do on our own merits. We didn't take any outside investment to get this company going. It was all internal, our savings account, hard work. I remember back in the day when Navarr and I were just really trying to make two pennies rub together. We were strategizing, how are we going to make this thing work? And then you fast forward to now, like he said, where our sales are increasing daily and we're getting all this traction and attention. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, and we don't take it for granted. We think about it every day.
I am just honored to have a platform to feature, feature companies, people like you all, beautiful Black women, men. Not that my audience or my guest list is not diverse, but it's just makes me feel good that I can do a little bit to get the word out and have you all on the guests. I have you all as guests. Go ahead, AC. I don't want to leave you out. I want to hear your I want to hear your verse on Black man joy.
I totally agree with you, and we feel the same way, and that's why we do have initiatives as we grow to start going back into our community. We do know that you don't have to be an athlete or do your dealings in the streets to make money as a black man or black woman in this world. We want to reach back to our youth and let them know that they can go into coding, they can go into tech, because that's where the world is going. So we want to present the best opportunities and lift as we climb as much as we possibly can. So we're looking at other HBCUs and other schools, and we're diverse as well. I mean, our CTO is a white Italian gentleman, as well as we have a CFO that is a alum of Clark Atlanta University. She is a CPA. She's doing great things within her field. So across the board, we want to be the change in the tech world because we see that there's a lack of funding. And another reason what brings me joy is I was in the liquor industry for 7 years working on one of the top brands in the world. And I recall saying that, alcohol delivery was going to be a big thing. And I got laughed out the room. It's such an old industry that they never fathomed a bottle would be delivered from a liquor store to a household legally in any state. And now here we are. I've left that company. No bad ties to them. We still work with these brands, and they love what we're doing. So that gives me a lot of joy to say that I can go into a career and leave without feeling the way as if I'm a failure after not going into corporate America.
Yes, yes. And I like, and we have to talk on that. A lot of times we hear people say something to the effect of, "Oh, just pick yourself up by the bootstraps," and it's like, yeah, but certain times others have head starts, right? Where they've got the funding, they've got the bank account, from the parents or whatever. So I have to commend you guys for taking this on and see, creating and sticking to it.
Thank you.
Years down the road to create this legacy and to be at the forefront of alcohol delivery, because the copycats are coming, right?
Yes.
The copycats are coming, but that's okay, because McDonald's, Burger King, In-N-Out, Crystals, White Castles, you can't even worry about that. So the market isn't even saturated at this point, and you guys are at the forefront creating this business model as 3 Black men, with your stuff together. It's just a joy. I wanted to hear you guys speak it out, but it's like I can feel a sense of pride just talking to you all. I feel a sense of pride. Like, man, that's what's up. And you can start anywhere, anytime. It's not going to be easy, but just for others that are watching and that will watch this replay, to see 3 bros doing their thing, making it happen and keeping their nose to the grindstone. I know you guys are early, it's very early, but I'm sure Detroit will be on the list. But we'll wait. We'll put the light on.
Oh yeah, we got you. We got you. Don't worry.
We'll keep the light on. It's like, hey, you're out of wine, and it's like, oh, the QuikLiq is in my phone, or go, just go inside. But it's like, yeah.
It's funny you say that. Our number one consumers are women.
Hey.
They love their wine, and it also gives them that, comfortable and safe sense that they don't have to go outside, go out and go to the liquor store to get their wine. And a lot of them may be at home with a child and they can't leave when they put the child to bed. So, that makes us happy as well, that we can, help them and give them that convenience while allowing them to enjoy their beverages.
And we're going to have your back. The sister's going to have your back. We're going to put them money.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely, it's like, why? 3 good brothers doing a good thing. It's like, whatever, throw that money at them. You know what I mean? So, anything else you guys want to add before we close?
Yeah,
I would just say to make sure everyone that sees this continue to follow our journey. Please support us. We love all of our customers. We're not in every city and every state yet, but we are on our way. Yeah. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram at QuikLiq_, as well as check out our website for updates, www.getquickliq.com. And we have an app coming to the market very, very soon, any day now, a brand new app that we're relaunching, which is really going to change the game across the board for how you access your favorite adult beverages.
Navarr,
Francine, we'd like to thank you for having us on the show as well. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. Navarr says, we got your back like the chiropractor.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
need a little
We got
realignment.
your back, I promise. I can't even wait to see when you guys just catapult and keep going. It's like I interviewed them. That happens so often where I see my guests just doing their thing. Now you also are looking for funding, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, we
Yes.
got to make sure. I'm being a little. I don't want to say mama bear, maybe auntie bear. Being a little auntie bear is like you guys are looking for funding, correct? And you guys can go
Yeah.
to get QuikLiq. I got that on the website. Got that listed there. I don't want to take away your time, AC. Anything you want to add before we close?
I was just going to say thank you, and everyone. I know we're not everywhere, but when you come
Yeah.
down to Miami, give us a call, and we do have a bit of lifestyle components to QuikLiq.
Yes.
We do partner with salons and barbershops and nail salons and yacht charters and things like that.
Yeah.
A off-site amenity. So while you're sitting in that barber chair or getting your nails done, you can order a bottle of Lafette Rosés. Shout out to my other CAU alum that owns his own
Nice.
rosé wine.
Okay. What's the name? We'll shout them out. What's the name?
Lafette Rosé.
Okay. Okay.
And that's a great rosé. We partner with them quite often in Miami. But
Okay.
just as, if you have a friend down in Miami that owns a salon, or if they're just living down here vacationing, send them our way. We'll make sure that they're enjoying their favorite brands down here in South Beach. It's warm weather.
What's the demographic that you service outside of women? Is it mainly African American? Do you have Caucasian customers?
The great thing about being headquartered in Miami is we're in a melting pot. So
Yes.
our demographic range is very broad.
Okay.
So we like to appeal to all demographics.
Absolutely.
And be as diverse as we possibly can. But obviously, our community is going to support us as much as they possibly can. So we just need a large African American presence within our customer base.
You guys, it has been a pleasure to speak to you guys. I love my show and I love my guest, and it just amazes me just the amount of extraordinary people around the world doing some amazing things. I wish you all the best. I really do.
Thank you.
I just love, it's like one of those concepts where, it's like, man, what a great idea. And a lot of people are probably kicking themselves like, why didn't we think of that? You all had this idea, because a lot of people have an idea and then just put it on the shelves. And so it's commendable that you all followed through, made it happen, and going to continue to make it happen, because that's what legacy does.
Well, no worries. If you did not think of QuikLiq and alcohol delivery, you can always invest into us, and that's another way for you to get in with us and also pioneer industry.
There it is.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much. We will talk to you guys soon, and we look forward to we'll keep the light on in Detroit.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Francyne.
You have a new subscriber, and I'll be tuning in as well.
Thank you. Thanks, Navarr. Thanks, Mikael. See you guys.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good one.